Hello, and welcome to Tutor Talk. Today's discussion will be dealing with thinking and communicating with clarity and precision. To begin, what does thinking and communicating with clarity and precision actually mean? Look at this famous statue. We have all seen it in popular culture. It has been meant to symbolize the thinking capacity that people employ when solving problems. When you are clear and precise in your thinking, you're in a position to be able to communicate clearly to others. It is basically the idea of communicating in an easily understandable way. Vague or imprecise language is a result of vague or imprecise thinking. Nothing is more frustrating than trying to explain something to someone who just doesn't get it. When thinking and communicating with clarity and precision, how can one incorporate this habit in the school setting? We can check for distortions and exaggerations in our thoughts and language. For example, the use of words like they or things often reflect vagueness. Who are they, and what are the things? Try to reduce using these words when trying to explain oneself within a paper. Likewise, the absence of compactors in phrases like Fords are better is an indication of vagueness. The model Ford is better than what? Ultimately, you want to be as clear and precise as you possibly can be. Another way to use this habit in the school setting could be by utilizing it through the revision and editing process of one's paper. We all have an experience with editing or revising our papers. Some people like it and others do not. Some students hate editing their papers and may even go to the writing center to have someone look at their paper. The majority of the time, they may even expect the tutor to fix this paper. However, that is not the tutor's responsibility. The paper is always the synthesized information from the student's mind. The focus will always be on the student. Therefore, many individuals need to be open to the revision and editing process. Revising happens during the writing process. The revision process focuses on higher order concerns when writing a paper. This includes looking at thesis, audience, organization, and development. When one thinks about the revision process, one should be concerned with clarity. One should be able to ask, does this make sense? This can be seen through effective thesis development, writing for a specific audience, adding words or substituting words for more descriptive words, using clear and structured organization, and removing any confusing information. At its basis, revision is all about making the paper make sense, using words and phrases to convey a clear point, which is very similar to thinking and communicating with clarity and precision. Effective editing, on the other hand, is focused more on the actual look of the paper. Here, students should focus on lower order concerns, such as sentence structure, punctuation, word choice, and spelling. This is where many students get caught up. They see grammar as the most important part of writing, and they are always asking for help with their grammatical mistakes. Editing is about proofreading your own paper. This is supposed to be done once the paper is finished. Therefore, editing and revising one's paper are perfect examples of thinking and communicating with clarity and precision. Please take your papers to the writing center, and please look through your papers one more time. You always want to explain information as clearly as possible.